Ring, ring.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, is this Mr. Jones?
Speaking.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Jones. Rob Levy with the Keller Williams Luxury Homes in the Zwemmer Group in the desert, calling about your house. We talked about 6 weeks ago, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, good, good. Are you down here at the house now?
Yeah, we are at the house.
Oh, great, great. Yeah, last time we talked about getting together at the house and kind of taking a look at it and trying to get it ready to go on the market. Remember, I'd called because it had not sold a couple of times.
That's correct, yeah. So, if you want, you can come over on Saturday.
Yeah, I'd love to meet with you guys. I'm looking at the paperwork right now, actually. I have a couple of questions for you first, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, yeah, the first thing is, well, first off, what's a good time to come by on Saturday?
Well, 4 o'clock would work.
4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, let me look. Yeah, that actually should work out fine. First question I've got, I see that there's yourself on there, and there's a June Jones as well.
That's my wife.
Okay, great. Is she going to be there as well?
Yeah, she'll be there as well.
Okay, great. All right, yeah, because I do like to have both of you guys there because it's a joint decision. I have a couple of questions for you looking at the house, though. It looks like you bought it in 2005, and you've done some updating to it, but it also looks like you tried to sell it twice. Can you tell me why it didn't sell, in your opinion?
Well, I think we were maybe a little bit overpriced.
Okay. Because I saw you paid $500 for it, and you actually had it on the market for $500 last time, but $600,000 the first time before. So I'm looking at some numbers here, and I'll share these with you when we come to the house. What I'd like to do is take a look at the condition of the house, see if there's anything we need to do, run all the comparables, go over it together, and try and establish a price. But let me ask you this: you'd mentioned that you're a little bit overpriced, and I know you paid $5 for it, what, 10 years ago almost, I guess. If you're going to sell it for less than $5, do you owe money on the house at this point in time?
We have a small mortgage on it for $100,000.
Okay, so you're fine then. I was worried that you might owe like $600,000 on your $500,000 house or something. Then we need to be talking about a short sale. Okay, so let me ask you this. So you mentioned you did a couple of updates on it last time in my notes. Before I come over so I can run all the right comparables, can you tell me what you've actually done to the house?
Well, if you come over on Saturday, I'll show it to you, Rob.
Okay, that would be fine. I find what helps though is if I get an idea first of what was done, then I can start to figure out...
Well, we changed out the kitchen, and you know, we redid the bathrooms.
Okay, when you say changed out the kitchen, is that all new cabinets and countertops and appliances?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, what type of appliances did you put in?
They're stainless steel.
Okay, but like high-end like Decor or Wolf or
I
General
think you got to
GE?
talk to my wife about that, Rob.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm the cook in my family, so I'm always aware of kitchen stuff. I'm kind of a kitchen guy. You know, it's funny, kitchens sell homes. I've found that kitchens and garages are about the two most important things. Now, I do see on here that you do back to the south, and you've got a pool. Can you tell me, is that a saltwater pool or a chlorine pool?
It's a saltwater pool, Rob.
Okay. And a couple other things. Your house was built in 1988, and that's kind of reaching the point now where a lot of, I call it the guts of the house, need to be replaced or updated. For instance, the furnace and the air conditioning. How many air conditioning units do you have, and have those been updated in recent history?
No, they're still original, and they're about, we have 2 air conditioners.
Okay, but they're all operating fine, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure it's going to get through an inspection okay when the buyer buys the house. So, well, that gives me a really good idea of what's going on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over, and I'm going to go over everything with you as far as all of the comparables. So we'll look at everything that's for sale in the neighborhood, and then we'll look at your specific model and see what those have sold for in the last year or so. We'll kind of pretend that we're an appraiser. And then we'll take a look at the house and just kind of see how it compares to those. And then I've got a marketing plan that I'd like to go over with you. I think the last time I told you we're one of the top selling teams in the desert, and there's a reason. What I'd like to do, if it's okay with you, is email you in advance that marketing plan and have you look through it. And then that way it saves time on your part, and if you have any questions, you can just kind of write down the pages you have questions on. Would that be okay?
Sure. My email is johnjones@aol.com.
johnjones@aol.com. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send that over right now. And if you and your wife have both looked at it, I'll plan on meeting you there at 4 o'clock on Saturday. I'll bring everything with me. You'll show me around the house. We'll sit down and compare. And we should be able to figure out a value of the house and then go over the marketing and see if we're a good fit for each other. Is that fair?
That sounds fair, Rob.
Great. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday at 4 o'clock. And by the way, let me give you my number just in case anything blows up in the meantime. It shouldn't on my part, but it's 5760, whatever the heck it is. And just give me a call if anything happens. And otherwise, I'll plan on seeing you there at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And I've got the gate code written down. It's 1234, correct?
That's right.
All right, thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you.